Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Conflicks, Revolutionary Space Battles. It's a game all about revolutionary chickens. That's right, it's a revolutionary chicken. No, it's all about this stuff called metamatter that you can make out of the yolks of chicken eggs. I know, seems a bit weird, guys. And I have to say, the entire game is a very strange concept, but it's actually quite fun. What I'm going to do right now, guys, is I am going to let the opening sequence start up and play, and then I will be back right after that.
Before his death, Leonardo da Vinci decrypted ancient secrets and discovered metamatter. And the course of history was altered. With this power unleashed, conflict erupted, and metamatter producing henhouses spread to every corner of the Earth until the planet became overrun. As empires launched into space, war kept a pace. Greater Britain, led by Henry VIII, harnessed control of the metamatter trade, and, bulwarked by Britannium-reinforced man-of-wars, commissioned valorous corsairs, such as Wilbur Pitbottom. Francis I of the Celestial Empire asserted his claim with ostentatious ships, captained by noble musketeers, as well as roguish new recruits, like the young Leon d'Artagnan. This left Charles V of the Sacred Alliance merely amused, for his own monks had developed space-time bending metamatter meditation. Brother Octavio is even proclaimed to be guided by an angel. As if was not enough, those of the Sublime Gate entered the fray, governed by the accursed Sultan and his cloning-capable wife, Roxelane. Among their countless soldiers are Khan and Cain, fearless warriors that plow through their enemies as if they were blind. But while these powerful armies fight for control, innumerable fowl toil in henhouses and dissent brews. Rumor hath it that presently even the chickens wish to rise up.
Well, there you go. The power to create anything in the unknown universe, anything in your imagination except mayonnaise. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Conflicks, Revolutionary Space Battles by Artifice Studios. Well, let's hop in and get started. I haven't actually played any of the campaign. I just went through the tutorial. I have a pretty good idea how the game plays. We'll see if I'm any good at it. I didn't do super well in the campaign, but let's get started here. Memoirs of Olympia, Guardian of the Chekrathi, or the Chekrathi Federation, Part 1. When it all began, we were nothing but simple lane hens crammed into the factory hen houses of the galaxy, destined to always lay more and more to satisfy the ever-growing metamatter needs of the subspecies of monkeys called Homo sapiens. Alright, the greed of men suggests that their communities are incapable of acting other than with very short-term thinking, in the interest of their ruling classes and at the expense of the greatest number, which included us poor chickens, before our mutations into Chekrathi and the resulting revolution. However, the stories that follow, found in the archives of the Great Media Library, prove that some humans are able to raise themselves above their natural egotism, and that their species has reason to hope for a better future. Although it didn't look like so at first glance, Wilbur Pitbottom was one of these few. Okay, Wilbur Pitbottom, apparently. Alright, we can explore the universe by clicking on the map. We can discover every power available for our next mission, choose the difficulty level, and start when we're ready. Alright, well, we're going to go to New Vienna. A planet particularly well stocked with game orbiting Node L3, New Vienna is the favorite hunting ground of the Emperor Messiah Charles V, who established his principal extraterrestrial palace here, or there, rather. In spite of the splendors of the court, tension has increased slightly since the armies of the Sublime Gate have began besieging the planet in order to annex it to their empire. Okay, so that sounds weird, but okay. Alright, we have a Bolin-class frigate. Since the primary role of the frigates is to tow fleets over long distances, the engineers of Great Britain felt the need to improve the accuracy of their travels by equipping Bolin-class ships with a special navigation system powered by an artificial brain made out of the agglutinated, gray matter of billions of albino gerbils. Well, that does sound really disturbing. The destroyer, or Aragon class, in addition to long-range torpedoes designed to destroy large enemy ships, this destroyer is equipped with the so-called repulsion torpedoes, which produce an explosion capable of hurtling any ship within its radius across space, causing all manner of confusion among the enemy ranks. This weapon is also very useful in clearing paths through dense asteroid fields. Sorry guys, I'm looking at the pretty little thingy over here. And finally, the flagship, Tudor class. The flagship of this class showcase a sophisticated defense system using a technology named pyroclastic flow, which is able to launch a large number of homing missiles within a radius, destroying any intruder rash enough to attack. The concept is so frightening that no enemy dared to approach a flagship equipped with such a system until now. Alright, we can go all casual style, we can go normal or hard. We're going to go with normal. Let's see how I do. Alright, Chapter 1, Captain Pitbottom's Logbook. Mission 1, a duel for honor. Alright, January 24th, Anno Domini 1789. Searching for a discreet haven to make rudimentary repairs, I had put my vessel the non-such, I guess? Sorry guys, or the... I guess it's a... maybe it's an N, I don't know, maybe it's an A. Aeon such. I guess, guys, the font's a bit odd. It's okay. Into orbit around an unremarkable planet when holographic smoke suddenly rose from my pipe phone. Sorry, I didn't see the extra P. The pipe phone. I'm sending out a final distress call to all gentlemen sensitive enough to be moved by my fatal ennui? Sure. My father, Baron of the mischievous Triton Nebula, is forcing me to attend the inauguration of a new henhouse on Omega-3, and the official ceremony will last 2 more days. I would gladly offer a kiss as a prize for my deliverance. Ooh, shiny. Guided by my heart, I was about to order my crew to prepare the teleporter when I smelled the garlicky breath of the loathsome Marquis de Mustache, who had replaced the voluptuous curves of the Baroness on my pipe phone. Sorry guys, I'll keep saying it wrong probably. Enchante, mon chéri Peterbottom, or mon cher Peterbottom. Sure, creepy, he said. I can't do French, guys, I'm sorry. It would seem that there are 2 of us who have responded to the same request. Therefore, I challenge you to a duel, he continued. The one who survives this battle will have the privilege of rescuing Petunia Pink Blossom. My throat tightened at the thought of again fighting my old enemy, but the game was worth the risk, and I agreed. Say your prayers, Marquis. Your soul will shortly see purgatory. Alright, apparently we are going to be doing murder with ships and stuff. This will probably be a short series to speak of. I don't think I can encompass all the game has to offer in one episode. I'll give it my best shot, but chances are it'll be at least a 2, maybe 3-part episode or such for the first look videos. Anyhow, come now, Captain Pitbottom. There is still time for you to stand down from this duel without losing your honor, or very little of it. The galaxy is a vast meadow where a multitude of flowers grow, ready to be picked, much more accessible than Petunia Pink Blossom. In that case, Marquis, why don't you go pick flowers yourself and leave the heroic deeds to real men? Grr, you will pay for this impertinence, Pitbottom. You will pay for this impertinence! Alright, our current mission objective is to destroy the enemy ships around the planet before the Marquis comes back to his senses. Or, a ship's engines will fire up when the cooldown for the propel action has refreshed. Okay. Oh, has he talked this time? No, he talked during the tutorial, though. Oh dear, it looks like you've irritated the Marquis quite a bit. Take advantage of this carelessness before he comes back to his senses. Use patrol ships, torpedo ships, and corvettes to bump and destroy the ships he has placed around Omega 3. Okay, so we have a little bit of time here to get some stuff handled. And we are going to attempt... Alright, now, how you move this right now, guys, I'm going to actually go into the pause menu here. I don't think we can pause the game otherwise. Anyhow, the way you move your ships around is you drag and you flick them in. So basically you would like click and drag back, and then when you release, you would flick them on over to whatever position you want them to land in. This would be a very good, and it might already be, I'm not sure guys, I haven't actually looked it up, but this would be a very good or easy game to port over to mobile devices and things of that nature, just due to the actual controls of the game. But let me digress here a little bit, and we're gonna actually attempt to end up in there. And we're going to maneuver you right over there. And apparently our ship just got completely wrecked. That was not great. We're going to create a torpedo ship. And we're going to flick it this way. And hopefully it's going to be okay. Now we're going to come over here, and it looks like we're kind of getting destroyed quite a bit here right now. I gotta say, I'm not, again, super adept at this. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm getting closer. Oh no, we can crash into our own ship. That's a bit awkward. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna learn some maneuvers here pretty soon. Alright, we're gonna go flying over that way. Flying over this way. I guess we're gonna fly down this way as well. Alright, and we're gonna flick our torpedo at our enemy there. And there it is. We got through him. And we're going to flick on down this way. And flick on over to this spot here. And we're going to flick ourselves a little bit further along. We get ourselves a corvette. Flick our corvette out here. I know, guys, I'm not super great at it. So basically, we're just trying to get our ships into decent spots. So hopefully they can do some helping to our other ships. Our corvette can move pretty much all the way to there. My word, Jean Gilles. What is that pungent smell? Oh my goodness. It's urine, your lordship. Would your lordship like me to change his pants? That's kind of funny. Alright, so we kind of got wrecked there a little bit. That's okay-ish, I guess. I'm going to get our torpedo ship a little bit closer. And our corvette a little bit closer as well. Oh, we just crashed into the thing. That wasn't great. That was definitely not the play. Alright, we're going to try to use our ability to flick a torpedo at him. And take him down, or at least do some damage to him. Alright, we definitely need more ships going though. That is definitely a thing that needs to happen. And hopefully... Oh my gosh, we crashed into the ship. Oh, you know what? I bet there's gravity. That's probably why they just got pulled in there like that. Okay, so the enemy took us down. As you guys can tell, I'm not super adept at this whole scenario here. Alright, we're going to attack here and hope that we can actually do something cool. Meanwhile, we're going to fling out this, and we're getting shot and blasted a little bit here, but it's not the end of the world, I don't feel anyway. Alright, we should be able to hopefully get our torpedo out here. And boom, that's going to be a pretty easy kill. And we should also be able to flick our way on this way. Flick our way a bit closer with you as well. And ow, he fired a missile or something to stop us there. That wasn't exactly the best play. Now that the planet Omega 3 is left undefended, hurry up and chick-a-form it to increase your matter production. To do this, create a hen ship and flick it until it is close enough to the planet, and although not inside its atmosphere, because then it will crash land. Alright, so we did that. We need to create a hen ship now, and we're going to do so. Alright, so this is what we gotta do. We gotta get close enough that we can actually... Not with inside the atmosphere, but close enough that we can actually gather up the resources from the planet and chick-a-form it, as they call And I guess that we're not close enough. We need to get a little bit closer, so we'll get a little closer. There it is. Alright, we are chicka-forming now. What we're going to do is move our ships over here to do some fun stuff. And hopefully we can craft a few more things. No, it looks like we're just going with the hen ship. Jean Giles, what? Are you the one who turned up the heat? My mustache is starting to curl. It would be my pleasure to comb it down for you now, monsieur. Well played. Now take advantage of this extra metamatter in your reserve and create a fleet with the help of a frigate, which you can use to seriously threaten the Marquis' flagship. Alright. So we need to create a fleet with a frigate. So we're going to create the frigate first. We'll send him on over there. We are now getting the extra metamatters down here, guys, in case you're wondering. Now create some offensive ships like destroyers, corvettes, torpedo ships, and tow them with the help of the frigate's tractor beam. Flick this fleet onto the resupply stations until you reach the flagship, and utilize your torpedoes for an easy kill. Alright, simple enough. At least it seems simple enough. Alright, corvette, hen ship, torpedo ship. And, we can't create a destroyer or anything else yet. We can probably create ourselves a corvette, though. So we'll do that, and we're going to flick you on over to here. And then we're going to start adding a few folks up into this. Alright, and then all we need now is a destroyer. And we're going to be looking really good. Oh, we can create a battleship if we had a little bit more. Oh, we can do it right now. Alright, I don't know what a battleship's going to bring, but I'm pretty excited to see. So we're about to find out right now, and then we're going to tether them all to our frigate, and it's going to be pretty good, I dare say. Alright, so we're going to get close here. And we're going to start doing our tractor beam. Okay, we managed to do that. Can we tractor beam more? No, I don't think we can. Alright, so what we're going to do instead is come over here. We're going to fire our torpedo at our compatriot here that's shooting at us. And we're going to flick our way up there. And then we're going to flick our way a bit further over that way, and we're going to continue to move. That's going to be the play, guys. We're going to continue to move on. The game has a very unique concept. I gotta say, I like it, but it's a little weird. It's not something I'm used to doing, so... To me, the concept's pretty cool, but it's also very, very strange to me, so... I will say that, I don't know if I'm a massive fan of this exact scenario, but again, the game's got a cool enough setting and background that even though the gameplay is a little bit odd for me, I can't say that I hate it in any way, shape, or form. I actually think it's quite well done, and well, more than a little bit interesting. Oh no, we fell into the atmosphere there and we got pulled away. That wasn't great. Alright, what can we do with you? Looks like we can only auto-attack. I mean, we're winning the auto-attacks, obviously. The auto-attack ward is definitely going our way, but... at what weird, twisty cost, right? Alright, so what we need to do now is cancel the tether. And now we can create a torpedo ship, or a corvette. Really, we can do that, huh? I didn't know that was a thing that we could do. That's pretty neat. Okay, a patrol ship, we can spawn one of those. And we can use torpedoes now to hopefully annihilate him. Okay, we're slowly getting through it now. There it is! We should stop this farce of a duel right away! My poor Wilbur, your underhanded tactics, or attacks, leave me no choice but to forfeit in order to preserve what little is left of your honor. What's more, I leave you Petunia. In any case, I have an appointment at 7 this evening, or to have my mustache oiled. Alright, so we have defeated our nemesis there. So chances are what I was probably supposed to do was gather up maybe 2 or 3 frigates, build up a group around that, and then tow multiple things in and then drop them off. But still, we were successful. And I think that's pretty much going to do it for this particular episode. You got to see a little bit of the gameplay, and in the next episode we'll play a little bit more. But give me a minute here, guys. Let's see what's at the end of this before I do my full-on outro. The Marquis has courageously fled the battle, and you've won the duel. The only thing left is to captivate Petunia. Alright, let's see where this takes us, folks. Alright, not really... that's a creepy sound. Not really seeing the usefulness of humiliating my adversary further, I allowed him to flee and focused my attention on Petunia. I climbed onto my mechanical mount and teleported myself to Omega-3, where the Baroness, as she complained earlier, was attending a boring dinner in the company of her father. A calibration error, however, caused me to materialize on the long banquet table. Even though that made some of the guests laugh, I did not blush at all, but took advantage of the situation. I reared up my mount and performed some acrobatics between the crystalware and the meta-porcelain dishes while making my way toward Petunia, who was flushed with emotion at the sight of such horsemanship. "Get on," I said to her, holding out my hand. Grabbing hold of my arm with her delicate white hands, my lady love was clearly determined to climb up behind me, but was stopped by the Baron, her father, whose holographic face convulsed. "You can't think that I'm going to let my daughter run off with the most destitute privateer in the galaxy. Go back from whence you came, you young ruffian, and don't think about her again until you've amassed a fortune at least." Sorry, of at least, he chuckled, 100,000 units of metamatter. Alright, folks, in the next episode, we will go into Mission 2, the 1,001 Hens of the Emir. It's going to be pretty fun, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, that's going to do it for this episode. The game, once again, is called Conflicks, Revolutionary Space Battles. It is by Artifice Studios. It is in Steam Early Access. It just went onto Steam Early Access about a month ago. Actually, not even a month ago. On August 20th, I believe it was. So, a little bit less than a month ago, about a half a month ago, and it's a pretty fun game. They've done a few different upgrades and such, and I believe for a limited time there's even an offer right now on Steam where you buy one and you can get one free, a copy of the game, at 15% off if you decide to, well, help them out in their early access. So, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about the game for now. If you want more information about it, or you want more information about the developer, or any of that wonderful fun stuff, guys, it will be down below in the description of the video. And that's going to do it. I will see you next time with another episode of Conflicts, Revolutionary Space Battles, and chicken torture and stuff.